It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. A look at how All-Star voting is going thus far.
And so much fun to see the tallies start to come in. See how things start to look.
You take a look at Sengun. With how things stand now, it'd take a big change in the voting to get him into the top 10 in the East.
Yeah, much less the starting five, but he shouldn't let that distract him from the honor of making it onto this list at all.
And now that the starters have been decided, all that's left is to look ahead to the NBA All-Star Weekend, right here on 2K Sports. We'll see you there. Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's a Kongwu in at the center position. Fred VanVleet out there with Alex Caruso. Then there's Alperen Sengun. Then there's Jalen Duren. And it's Bird in at the small forward position. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Now here's VanVleet. Caruso outside. Duren the screen. 6 to shoot. Caruso, the pass to Duren. Banked it in off the glass.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Young. A shot from the low post is good. Young's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Duren with it. Now here's Sengun. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the lay-in.
Sengun, a force in the lane. That's where he does most of his damage.
And Young has got the ball here for Atlanta. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Pass to Kongwu. Back to Young. 5 to shoot. The three. It's rebounded by Sengun.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Caruso outside. Pass to Bird. Shoots. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
This is how automatic Bird is. All he needs is the ball, and instantly that shot is gone.
Johnson against Sengun. Johnson passes to Young. Blocked! And they'll get another chance. Gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Here's Sengun. VanVleet against Young. VanVleet, the pass to Caruso. Back to Sengun. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And after an outstanding month of games, he's earned this honor. Your Eastern Conference Player of the Month.
His offensive effort has really gone unmatched as of late. When it comes to that end of the floor, he's been accurate and explosive. Hard for any defense to keep up with that.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And taking a look at the last 10 games, these are the teams that have attacked the offensive glass and been rewarded for their efforts. The Hawks second.
This squad's been attacking the offensive glass with a ton of energy lately, and it's paid off with a nice pile of second chance points.
Here's a Kongwu. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Duren. Over the last few years, Atlanta struggled defensively, Grant.
Yeah, the Hawks haven't been better than 20th in defensive rating since 2017. They've had some great offensive teams during that time, but their defense has held them back.
he makes a first. Second free throw, no good. Rebound Atlanta. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
It's just so difficult to win when you waste as many chances at the line as they did.
Yeah, and you know, to come up short at the line is frustrating because that's controllable and it's actually a free throw. So you feel like you leave loose change out there when you don't convert.
Young, the pass to Johnson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Van Vliet. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Caruso finds Duren. On the wing, Caruso. Just 5 to shoot. To the left wing. Here's Sengun. Second chance effort. Bird, that's good. Bird's got his second bucket on the night.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
Pass to Rizachet. There's the screen by Johnson. Rizachet, no good.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Young against Van Vliet. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. What do you think of the possibility of the All-Star game changing its format to be USA versus the world, Clark?
I would love anything that would help the All-Star game be a little bit more competitive, BA. I love the showmanship. I like the entertainment value, but I want to see some real hooping too. So if we could do that in whatever format, I'm all for it. Sign me up right now.
Here's Rizachet. He's coming off a 19-point game against Indiana. Pass to Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Here's Van Vliet. No points so far. Sengun with it. Rebounded by Johnson. Here's Daniels. He's guarded by Caruso. Daniels passes to Johnson. The 3 from Rizachet. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
So good off the catch. The defense has to guard Rizachet better than this.
Van Vliet with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Sengun against Johnson. Sengun, a screen on Young. Van Vliet, money from 17 feet out.
It's a shot some guys don't like, but Van Vliet gets it dialed in.
Pass to Rizachet. Back to Young. Okongwu, a screen on Caruso. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Young's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer, force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, BA.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's Young. 7 points in the game. There's the screen by Johnson. Johnson on the wing. Launches a 3. And it's Bird with a rebound. Gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Pass to Duren. Here's Bird. 6 points for him. Back to Duren. And it's 6-10. Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard small. all the guys on the perimeter. Yeah, as of right now, Jalen Duren kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
Karis LeVert's checked in for Trae Young. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Atlanta's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Daniels misses. Shooting 45% from the field in this first. Left side, Simmons. Pass to Christie. Down low. Johnson against Bol. Here's Bird. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. And that one drops for him. The Hawks have got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. The 3 from Ricochet. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now Simmons. Pass to Christie. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bol. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Bol, more slender, but really showed his strength on that finish inside. He's lean, but he's got some mean to him as well.
Here's Johnson. Back to Daniels. He got a piece of it. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
You can almost feel the mindset he has. I mean, when the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
And they cracked the top 5 in assists. They really know how to get the whole squad involved on the offensive action.
And you brought up their ranking in second chance points. That's so important to this team. From a physical and mental standpoint, they want opponents to know it's going to be a long night. Now here's Mann, averaging around 5 points a game. Here's Christie, pass to Duren. To the middle. Here's Bird, 3-pointer. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Only in quarter number 1. He's put in 4.
Here's Krejci. Simmons defending. Krejci, the pass to Johnson. To the inside. Now Capella. There's the triple. Man, misses. Gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Bird passes to Duren. Here's Bird. He's guarded by Mann. And it's Bird missing.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Krejci. Yet to see a basket.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Down low. Here's Mann. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. First one falls for him. Wagner's checked in for Duren. Niang, he's checked in for Atlanta. Young comes in for Krejci. No good on the second free throw. Wagner outside. And a two-handed jam!
Easy pickings for Wagner there, just to reach up and attack the rack like that. That's simple.
Hawks trail by 3. Outside man. There's 1:34 left to play in the first. Now here's LeVert. Defense right on him. Top of the key. The rebound by Ben Simmons.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
Simmons looking around. Pass to Bird. To the paint. Here's Bol. And finished off by Bol.
Does he even have to jump? Bol is a long guy.
There's 38 seconds left in the opening quarter. Niang a screen. Takes a three. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Outside Simmons. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Bird. Nails the wide-open jumper. Bird's got 13.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Chalk up 2 there.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. They lead by a bucket. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring. Simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Alperon Sengun out there with Okoro. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then it's Alex Caruso. And it's Wagner in at the center spot. Wagner with a screen on Young. The drive by VanVleet. The shot's good.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. Clint Capella out there with George Niang. Then it's Terrence Mann. Then it's Trae Young. And it's LeVert in at the shooting guard position. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Hey, at 6'11", 245, and nothing extra, the sheer size of Wagner is a problem.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
And guys, this has not been a season to remember for him at the free throw line, certainly to this point.
And the free throw, no good. Well, Clark, playing time is so difficult to come by. So what's the best way to stay ready if you're on the end of the bench?
Yeah, that's a good question, B. I never experienced that as a starter in the short career that I had in the NBA. With all the travel, I think you just got to make a commitment to get in the extra work between the few practices that you have. So it's really being self-motivated as an individual to be professional and anticipate that you're going to be ready if your number's called.
Back to VanVleet from downtown. And it's Niang with the rebound. Hawks trail by 3. On the wing man, he's guarded by Caruso. Niang outside. Fires for 3. Can't get it to drop.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Young against VanVleet. Sengun in the post. Tries again. And it's good on the layup.
Wow. They're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Niang outside. Outside Young. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. VanVleet against Young. Pass to Sengun. No good that time. Good D by Niang. The Hawks have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Now Capella. It's LeVert on the wing. Capella, screen on Caruso. Caruso against LeVert. 4 on the clock. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. It's a neck-and-neck game in Miami. Van Vliet scanning the floor. Inside. And here's LeVert. He's coming off a 19-point game against Indiana. The game now all tied up. LeVert's got his first points of the night.
You know, you can see the confidence level LeVert has by how often he hunts for his shot, especially from there.
Here's Van Vliet. Caruso outside. Buries it from 3. Caruso's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Showing great poise. Passes up his own shot for something better.
Here's LeVert. Here's Capella. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Hey, you got to put a body on Capella. I mean, he's a tenacious offensive rebounder and does a nice job using his body.
Now here's Van Vliet. Wagner, the pass to Van Vliet. Wagner with a screen on Young. Caruso. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside man. Pass to Young. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Wagner. Gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys. And he hasn't really had that.
Young with it. 14 points for him. And it's Capella with the jam.
He's a high percentage scorer for a reason now. Capella, an alley-oop specialist.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said, growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie. Young against Caruso. And stolen by Caruso. Van Vliet, the pass to Sengun. And it's Niang with the rebound.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
LeVert passes to Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
How about the force from Clint Capella? When he's got good position inside, he's throwing it down.
The home team calls timeout. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
And in that game, they owned the glass. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Plenty of heart and hustle in that regard. I mean, they made sure to hit the glass hard and often.
Getting ready for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Johnson comes in for Niang. Ricochet, he's checked in for Mann. And Daniels is subbed in for LeVert. Pass to Bird.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
Outside Johnson. And a miss there on the triple. Gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Stolen. The 3 from Ricochet. Drains the triple. Ricochet's got 9.
Yeah, a really good score off the bounce. Ricochet hits the brakes and lets it fly.
Sengun passes to Duren. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Bird. Down to 5 on the shot clock. over Rizachet. And it's Bird missing. And here are the Hawks now. They're on a 17-7 run. Young, the pass to Daniels. Here's Rizachet. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. And now it's a 6-point Atlanta lead.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Now Van Vliet. Pass to Bird. To the middle. Here's Duren. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3. Here's Young. Launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Sengun.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Right wing. Here's Bird. 13 points in the game. And there it is for him. 15 points in the game.
Boy, Bird has really been in the zone throughout this game.
Caruso against Young. 4-3. They get the rebound. The shot comes out. Got 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. Caruso misses. The Hawks leading. Here's Rizachet. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And out on the wing, Zach Rizachet has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
Christie's checked in for Caruso. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
First free throw is good.
Coming into the league, a lot of people see Zachary Rizachet as a 3-and-D guy. The question becomes, what more can he bring to the table as he matures as a player?
Reddish is checked in for Sengun. Karis LeVert's checked in for Atlanta. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Here's Reddish. Pass to Christie. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul.
A moment here to see the numbers for Trae Young.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. And for Atlanta, they're shooting just around 47% in the second quarter. LeVert outside. The ball's knocked loose. And it's stolen by Van Vliet. In transition. Here's Christie. The finish. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Pass to Johnson. Fires from deep. And so the ball out of bounds. Duren touched it last.
Second and second chance points, and they cracked the top 5 in assists. They really know how to get the whole squad involved on the offensive action.
And you brought up their ranking in second chance points. That's so important to this team. From a physical and mental standpoint, they want opponents to know it's going to be a long night. Clock at 4. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got his second basket on the night.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And here's Van Vliet. Here he goes. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Onyeka Kongwu.
Van Vliet, despite his size, he's not backing down from any contact. He looks to draw foul.
That free throw good from Van Vliet. And how about the Fred Van Vliet story? From undrafted to all-star and NBA champion.
It's one of the remarkable journeys in the history of the league. There are a number of guys that have gone undrafted and ended up being all-stars and champions. But you think about it, one of the things they have in common in my mind, B.A., is a real understanding of who they are and what it's going to take to be successful. And then the willingness to put in the work and not be distracted by naysayers or the glamour of being a pro. They've got a real anchoring as to who they are and what their business is about, and then they maximize their ability. That's Fred Van Vliet in a nutshell.
And there's 1:38 left in the first half. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Here's Rizachet. 15 points in the game. Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Bird. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that's got to hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome. He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
50 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Bird passes to Van Vliet. Pass to Reddish. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. There's the drive. And it's Bird missing.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
23 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's LeVert, and here's Johnson. Back to LeVert, the 15-footer, the putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Their intensity has only picked up this quarter, even while holding the lead.
Yeah, love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Atlanta on top, up by 1. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
You got it. Trey, what's been the key to your effort so far?
Just playing hard. We're playing hard right now. And they made a lot of shots, and we got to do better at making it tougher for them.
Got to keep the fight going. Guys?
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Hey folks, welcome. The Atlanta Hawks find themselves here in a close one at the half.
Playing well on the road can be very difficult. They're doing a good job despite the challenges.
Away from home, they aren't letting the crowd get into their heads. In fact, they've looked comfortable at times. And moving on, let's take a peek at how the East is shaping up here in the midseason.
You know, right now for the Hawks, this hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for. They've let a number of winnable games slip away, but do not sleep on them. Oh, sorry about that. They have the talent to kick it into high gear and right down the stretch.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Shooting 56% today, and now we'll send it over to Allie LaFour.
We'll see how it affects them.
Well, we appreciate it, Allie. Hoping to see him back on the court soon, guys.
They really hope to have him back, but it's so crucial that he's healthy when he returns.
We've got Alperon Sengun, also Duren out there, and it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. And the Hawks looking at who they've got. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels, and it's Risache in at the 3, small forward. Young misses. Gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Christie passes to Bird. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Bird. Sengun against Johnson. Here's Bird. Duren the screen. Lets it fly. And they recover it. Christie passes to Duren. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, just so active. I love the passion Duren brings to this game. And the skill set, too, is developing.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. That free throw misses. And he sinks the second. Hawks trail by 3. Young looking over the floor. Beyond the arc. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to Christie. Back to Sengun. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Daniels. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Now Okongwu, covered by Duren. Shot clock at 5. Okongwu, the pass to Young. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to Van Vliet. To the right side. Here's Bird. Here's Christie. He's got 6. Sengun with it. Here's the 3. The offensive rebound. Back to Duren. Goes back up with 1 on the clock. And the layup is up and in. Duren's got 10 points in the game.
Well, that time he got the defense off balance with the well-timed pump fake. Nice work.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Oh, Young, so tough at his size.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
Van Vliet outside. Here's Bird. Give him 20. Duren with the bucket. 12 points for him.
They're almost impossible to stop Duren inside. Wow, just wow.
Outside Young. The 3 is up. Oh, that's what he does. Trae Young knocking down a 3.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Young against Van Vliet. Here's Bird to the paint. Here's Christie. Missed inside.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
Down low. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It goes on Fred Van Vliet. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far at the line. Free throw good. Okongwu. And it's tied up with that one. Now here's Beverly. Pass to Bird. Fires the three. Hits a three-pointer. Bird's got 6 points in the quarter.
At the arc, Bird can be just devastating, especially when he gets into a nice rhythm.
Beverly against Young. Okongwu, a screen on Beverly. Just 5 on the clock. Young from long range. Duren with a rebound.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Pass to Beverly. Back to Reddish. Here's Bird. Guarded by Okongwu. Offensive board. Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And that was special. It's easy to be excited about Duren's future in this league.
And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Here's Rizachet. Back to Young. To the inside. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
He's so dangerous in that action. Nice decision there from Young.
Beverly outside. Pass to Duren. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Duren's got 9 points now in the second half. Hawks trail by 5. Outside Young. Okongwu with it. Covered by Duren. Okongwu inside. Working on Duren. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
That one's off.
At the line for 2.
So both teams making some changes here. And he's good on the second. Here's Simmons. Still no points. Bol, a screen on Johnson. Out to the wing. Here's Bird. Money from the wing.
Good awareness by Simmons. He's so good at reading the defense and finding the shooter and setting him up perfect.
LeVert passes to Okongwu. Great D that time from Beverly.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Jalen Johnson is developing the complete game. He said, I watch the guys who do everything. That's my mindset. I want to be at least solid in every department and then keep building on that, adding bits and pieces here and there. Brian, his versatility is already drawing attention league-wide.
Yeah, there's no question about that, Allie. Thank you. Young can't hit.
I like the aggressive approach. He's going to have to be more efficient.
Beverly outside. To the paint. Here's Bol. And finished off by Bol.
A really good screen that time. Then Bol with the quick roll.
Young with it. 19 points in the game. Pass to Johnson. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got his 4th assist in this one.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Young against Beverly. Now Simmons. Pass to Bol. 4 on the clock. The teardrop. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Mann comes in for Young.
Terrence Mann.
Hawks trail by 6. Here's Daniels. He's scoreless. Now here's Capella. Bol covering. Capella against Bol. And it's Capella with the jam.
Boy, Capella's so special. Great strength, good focus, especially when he's being defended like that. That's good work there.
Out to Beverly. Takes the three. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Mann. Comes up empty down low. Gotten 8 of 14 attempts to go in the second half so far. Bol finds Simmons. Here's Bird. Outside Reddish. To the middle. Bird, that's good. Bird's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Right side Bol over Capella. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Bol's got 8 points.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Reddish with it, and it's Mann picking him up. Fast break, here we go. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Personal foul.
That one on Capella.
The defense getting physical with Bol. Too physical, in fact.
These are his first free throws of the game, and he makes the first. Krejci's checked in for Atlanta. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
When you've got an imposing force like Bol Bol, you expect to see him at the line a lot.
Pass to Krejci.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Now here's Capella. Just 4 to shoot. From the arc. A nice shot by Krejci.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Now Beverly. No made baskets yet. Pass to Bird. And here's Reddish. 4-3. Bird, that's good.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
LeVert outside. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. A shot by Johnson, no good.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Bird. 30 points in the game. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Bird's got 32 points.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Man, the pass to Johnson. Got a piece of it. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Simmons with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively. The three. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And Clint Capella picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. We've gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Outside Simmons. Pass to Bird. There's a screen. Beverly with it. Tries it from 16. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. They lead by 12. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm. assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Ben Simmons is out there with Bol Bol. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then there's Cam Reddish. And it's Christie in at the 2 spot.
Another dunk in the career of Clint Capella, and he's got a lot of them.
Here's VanVleet. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You just can't give up looks that close to the rim.
Hawks trail by 12. LeVert outside. Outside Young. 5 on the clock. Back to LeVert. Goes up at the elbow. 3-pointer. Bol grabs the board. Bol's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And the Hawks shooting the ball at 48% so far. Pass to Young. LeVert, a screen on VanVleet. Here's Capella. LeVert outside. They set the screen. Bol grabs the board.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Here's VanVleet. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul.
And you know, Clark, Fred VanVleet gives you a number of things. Leadership might be the most important.
It is certainly one of his great attributes, B.A., when you look at Fred VanVleet. Not very big, not super athletic, but a winner. Tough-minded, and highly skilled. Doesn't make mistakes with the ball, gets other people's shots, and has proven to be a clutch and consistent quarterback at a really high level.
That one goes. Count it.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Outside Reddish. Duren the screen. Reddish on the wing. He's guarded by man. Reddish passes to VanVleet. Shoots over Young. Rebounded by the Hawks. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Niang, the pass to Young. Fires from 14. Yep, that one's good. Young's got 21 points in the game.
It's another big night for Trae Young. A relentless scorer, constantly testing your defense.
Young against VanVleet. Pass to Sengun. And here's Duren. Guarded by Capella. Reddish knocks down the triple.
And they keep attacking from the 3-point range here in the second half.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Here's LeVert. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Christie passes to VanVleet. Now here's Reddish for 3. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Christie. VanVleet on the wing. Guarded by Young. Duren with it. Intercepted. And here's man. Inside. Fearless Trae Young.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Down low. Duren in the post. Guarded by Capella. Capella with a block.
Over a 7'4" wingspan for Clint Capella. That's long, folks, and makes him an intimidating shot blocker.
Young against Van Vliet. Niang a screen. Launches it. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got 5 assists in the game.
Yeah, what a look. I mean, Young, a high-level passer.
Pass to Duren. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got rebound number 11. Here's LeVert. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. LeVert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
What a tough make that was by LeVert. Refused to be denied, and great concentration.
And that one drops. Now here's Young. LeVert, a screen on Van Vliet. Young misses.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Duren with the bucket.
And Jalen is just taking over in this one. This is how lethal of a player he can be.
Van Vliet against Young. Pass to Niang. Fires the 3. He drops it from range.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
The home team calls timeout. For the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Johnson comes in for Niang. Risachet, he's checked in for Mann. And Daniels is subbed in for LeVert. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. The 3 from Risachet. Duren with a rebound. Gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Sengun. Here's Bird from deep. Here's Duren. It's rebounded by Risachet.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
There's Young with the 3. It's rebounded by Sengun. Sengun's got 9 rebounds now. Here's Bird. From down in the low post, it goes. Bird's got 34 points.
Bird able to power through that defense despite the contact. I thought his length helped him out there.
And he bangs it home with one hand.
Pretty devastating, actually, to turn the ball over like that and surrender a bucket.
Here's Young. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
Picked up by Okongwu. Inside. Oh, can't answer back with his own dunk.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this week. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Hawks trail by 16. Here's Risachet. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Young from long range fires in the triple. Young's got 12 points in just the second half.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Here's Bird. Pass to Christie. And here's Van Vliet. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. And Sengun, here we go. It's stolen by Johnson. On the push, here comes Atlanta. Young against Duren. Left side, Young. The three is up. And it's Bird with a rebound.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
Lets it go from deep. Knocks it down from distance. Bird's got 5 points in the quarter.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
Outside Young. Fearless from Young inside.
He's hard to stop when given any room to operate at all.
Out to the right wing. Takes it inside. Pass to Christie. And here comes the break. Here's Daniels. Duren with the rebound. Duren's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Here's Bird. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 4 assists now tonight.
And you know, in the painted area, Bird has a variety of moves. Can take you either direction and finish with either hand. He's a nightmare to defend, and believe me, I woke up in sweats many a times dealing with that guy.
Outside Young. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Getting better at finding ways to draw fouls. Young just daring the D to get physical.
2 shots.
First one falls. And both free throws good for Young.
Like a lot of smaller guys, there's a real ferocity to Trae Young's game. He's willing to scrap to get what he wants.
Sengun, no good. Hawks trail by 14. Right side Young to the middle. Okongwu inside, working on Duren. Here's Young. It's blocked.
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
Van Vliet, the pass to Bird. To the inside. And
now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Pass to Daniels. Back to Young. 46 seconds left in the final quarter. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And it's a completely new group for the Hawks.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Capella. Outside for LeVert. Beyond the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. 34 seconds left in the game. Van Vliet outside. Here's Bird. Takes a 3. Capella with a rebound. LeVert outside to the paint. Duren with a steal. Here's Bird. From downtown, nails it.
Boy, that's a winning basketball play right there. Hustle hard.
And so the home crowd treated to a win, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. As we leave, we present our player of the game.